So this honestly went off the rails, and this is not how I wanted to do this video. It was meant to be more of a scaling difficulty video, going over the differences in the difficulty levels, informative and entertaining, you know, edutainment, whatever you call it. Make it a bit harder on myself by having random civs, do it on marathon, maybe add some quality of life mods just to help me out a tad. Set a timer for the Civ 7 launch date, and you got yourself a bit of a challenge, and taking an idea from another YouTuber, as we tend to do, because that's the creative process, I think. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Look, this has left me very tired and very annoyed. So let's just go over the Settler game, and we'll go from there with how this all went. On Settler difficulty, you get a lot of discounts for your production, unit maintenance, all that type of stuff. It's what really makes it easy. And not much happened here. The main note is that Montezuma kept wanting me to declare war on somebody else, and his offers were really low, so I just eventually declared war on him since, well, 1, it's Settler, 2, I was Japan, and with the Bushido perk, my units always fight at full strength. So yeah, we just play the game since it's not hard. We actually get a culture victory on turn 938, and it's just a really passive game. The Chieftain is not much different from Settler. You still get a bunch of these discounts. It's just less, you know, to turn it back a bit, so it's a bit harder. But as Morocco, with some help of Germany and Polynesia, we eliminate the Ottomans, and then America takes over Venice. And I can't have that. You see, I'm cursed to play Venice when going random in multiplayer with my friends. So I gotta stand up for my boy. So we get a navy on the borders, ready to take it back. And then America's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I can't, no, I surrender. Peace, please. And then 6 turns later, due to a defense pact, war's back on. We free Venice, take Seattle, continue playing, Venice goes down again. I've been embargoed, so I can't really get a defense pact with him to make America stop again. But in the end, Venice falls, then we get another culture victory, turn 1008. Warlord, you still get discounts, but it's like little discounts. You're very close just to being level with the AI and all that. And I had a feeling I would get Venice at some point during this. When you're going random, it's gonna happen, especially with me in Venice. I'm just glad I got it early, so I could actually get a win with it. And as a fun bonus extra rule, I made it so we must go for diplomatic victory as Venice. If we won with anything else before then, it didn't count. And for the most part, it was just smooth sailing. Take up all the city-states to our east and get some trade routes for the ones in the west, so we go freedom, you know, for the influence trait that with trade routes. There was a minor war with the Zulus in Polynesia, but they were on the other continent, so that's not really my issue. We did get a warning, like in 3000-ish BC or whatever it was, very early, that Genghis Khan was plotting against us. He proceeded to do nothing for several thousand years and declared war on turn 1041, and then lost the northern half of his empire. Shortly after that, on turn 1807, we win via diplomacy, like I said I would. There's a reason why Prince is the default difficulty for Civ. No more bonuses for you, and the AI has yet to get any themselves. We got good old America for this one. We're slightly cornered for a starting location, but it's enough for 3 cities with the space we have and the luxuries we were given. But being America, I need to manifest some destiny, so I settled rather close to the Inca on 3 luxuries, which did allow us to found a free city, but it also upset the Inca. Thankfully, it wasn't that bad for us. We ended up having a line of units near the border ready if he does it again, but that wasn't really needed since we won via science on turn 1117. King being 1 step up from Prince is supposed to be harder, and it is. But the question is, what has more weight there? The fact that they get a single free tech, or they're getting all these discounts that go through the whole game? I feel like for this right now, it's the discounts they get. Luckily, we did get China. Their special building, the Papermaker, does pay for itself rather quickly, and because it's an early game building, pays a lot of gold through the whole thing. There's a few wars we're not really involved with, but then everything changed the day the Shoshone Nation attacked. They had taken over the entirety of their own continent, and ours was next. Morocco was the first to fall as they made their landfall. We defended well, but then they crossed the bay into Persian territory, and they too began to fall. We were able to hold the line with a fuckload of forts and units, as the Mayans were falling. On turn 1302, we launched the rocket for another victory. Emperor difficulties were kinda really tightens the nuts on you. Now they're 3 techs ahead of us at the very start, and they do still have minor discounts, but the major boost comes from their worker speed, so they can just build improvement faster, which allows their cities to get off the ground faster. It's just arg. But now we get to play as the Shoshone, and we're right next to our good buddy Venice, so we don't have to worry about him taking up all the good settling spots. So we get 5 cities out of that. While it's mostly peace over on the other continent, and Japan somehow getting their own continent to themselves. Over here at home, there's a bit of a problem. Luckily, we knew what we needed to do. Another military line. Against who? The Netherlands. I'm not joking. Those guys took over Assyria, Russia, most of Germany, and Indonesia. Thankfully, on turn 1244, you guessed it, we won with a rocket. Yeah, science is the victory condition here for most of this. Immortal. Oh, Immortal. The first difficulty that took us more than one try. The first one failed because, well, we got Songhai, and their perk requires barbarians. We had barbarians off due to the spawning rates in Marathon being insane because they never fixed it. But we also mainly lost because Assyria went full warmonger, stole a bunch of techs, and they just got so far ahead there was nothing we could do. The second one looked like it was a can't lose this type game. We got Korea, we got our own continent. So what happened near the end, the very end? The Celts. They had made their own continent. They had captured everything, and then they sailed to the seas and functionally buster called our southern city. And that was it for us. That was the death nail for that. Third game, Venice. We got warmongered to death early. No further comments. Fourth game, we got Egypt, and we had to share a continent with the Maya, who I generally see as a peaceful civ, so I didn't think much of having a military until I got warred to death for not having a military. That was my fault entirely. For the fifth and final game, we got Brazil, which was great for more culture-oriented victories, but those at higher difficulties are hard and take a lot longer, but we were able to set up a good foundation. Then America came in, manifested their destiny to be a wall between us and the Inca. That eventually caused war, and I did take advantage of that war by capturing some American cities once they were losing. And then the same thing happened over in Denmark, and that just let us get a science victory going on 1307. Deity. The pinnacle. Did we do this? Well, let's find out. Attempt number 1, Germany, folded on turn 362 due to losing our capital to Songhai. Attempt number 2, the Iroquois, folded on turn 1803 due to losing the front line to Japan. Fucking hell, the Bushido perk stabbed us in the back. Attempt number 3, Brazil, folded on turn 437 due to the Iroquois rolling up with some musket men and wiping out my military right before Rome was going to invade us. Attempt number 4, folded on turn 51 due to early war with Attila. Attempt number 5, we got Babylon, folded on turn 102 due to losing a worker and nearly our capital to the Zulu, making a new rule to bar the Zulu, Songhai, and Attila from our continents, but not from the game. Attempt number 6, we got the Huns, fold on turn 209 after not following that new rule because the Zulus are all the way over there and they proceeded to take over a civ very quickly. Attempt number 7, the Mayans, folds on turn 26, just look at the starting location. I don't want to hear about how good the Mayans are. Tell me that's winnable on Deity with a fucking straight face. Attempt number 8, Persia, folds on turn 411 due to early war with Assyria. Early war is just a death sentence in this. You're just so far behind and there's no way to even get a military going to defend yourself this early. Attempt number 9, Inca, loses capital on turn 823 to Germany. Flaws include bad luxuries and Polynesia forward settling us. Attempt number 10, Ethiopia, folds on turn 39 due to poor luxury placements. Attempt number 11, Ethiopia, again, folds on turn 24, not dealing with the Zulus. Attempt number 12, the Ottomans, folds on turn 44. This map is just terrible. Attempt number 13, the Persians, folds on turn 36, own continent, but god, this place is just terrible. Attempt number 14, Carthage, folds on turn 11. We settled an inland sea, which just ruins the civ perk. Attempt number 15, Carthage, again, folds turn 31. Actual coastline this time, but there are no luxuries around to support cities at all. Attempt number 16, Rome, folds on turn 39. Found Korea, the tech powerhouse, which would make this extremely impossible. Attempt number 17, Ethiopia, for the third time, folds on turn 38. Bad map forcing either unhappiness or forward settling, which will lead us into war. Attempt number 18. Venice, turn 94, found Korea, noped out. Attempt number 19. Morocco folds on turn 1025 after losing a city to the Shoshone. This was a great run with all coastal cities from massive population growth with internal trade routes, but at the end there were only 5 civilizations left. The 2 continent-sized ones, 1 medium-sized one, and 2 micros. And unfortunately, we were one of the micros. We started a new thing where we just get a civ and then re-roll the starts with the same civ until we had a run going, and then it counted as a full attempt. The second number in this is the number of rolls we did. Attempt 20.11. America folds turn 743 after losing Philadelphia to Rome. Attempt 21.11. Shoshone folds on turn 653 due to a massive loss in war to Rome. Attempt 22.6. Morocco folds on turn 29 due to finding Rome. I go and test something. Using the in-game editor mod, it turns out the restart button only changes the map. It does not change the civs you play against. That's just downright stupid. I already knew it didn't. It was already stupid because it didn't change the civ you were using. Like, restart. It's all set to random. Why are you not playing the game I told you to play? Now, there was an attempt 23, 24, and 25, but I feel as though they are invalid in a way, partially because I've lost the footage, kinda. But you see, I was using 3 mods through all this: an auto and turn toggle, really advanced setup, and the community patch. But not the one from the forums. No, the one on the workshop that's like 8 years out of date. You see, I didn't know there was one on the forums, but then I found it. I was like, oh, I wonder what the differences are. And if it was similar enough, I would just use the updated one, but oh no, it is not the same. This is not a patch. This is an overhaul. Granted, that's probably why it's often more called Vox Populi and not the community patch anymore, so I deleted what I thought was all the related files to the patch, thinking it would solve my problems. And then Windows updated. This caused a bricking of the game that seemingly everyone on the Steam forums was having. I tried so much. I uninstalled twice. I verified game files like 9 times. I set files to not be read-only, Windows 7 compatibility, launch parameters. Eventually what worked was getting the legacy beta branch and running that in DirectX 9. And so, Civ was fixed and was able to launch. I put back on the old community patch and my other 2 mods, but then the UI was still different. Something was wrong with the top bar. The game had loading tips when I was loading up the mods. The installer for the Vox Populi overhaul had changed something that persisted through reinstalls and game cache verification. I was left with no choice but to use the updated patch. But this was a major error. It was a general consensus, it seems, on the forums that the patch kicks up the difficulty level by 2 whole levels because the AI is just not stupid anymore. I've literally seen them siege cities with only range units, so they can't even take the city before peace is made. This turned Deity 8 into more like Sid himself 10, making it nigh impossible for me to even think of winning. Between the AI changes and all the other stuff that was added, I was outmatched. I had failed. Do I think I could have beat Deity if I was able to use the game like I was before? Yeah, I would just need to get a bit lucky. A good map, some good enemy civs to play against. I had already pivoted to using only Babylon to increase my chances. There was meant to be a joke here at the end about how, after beating Deity, that's not the actual top of the difficulty mountain. Real players, real human players, are at the top of the mountain. And there was going to be like a joke where I go, fuck this, I'm not doing that, eat shit, and then just my JPEG jumping off of Mount Targon. But I guess that was never meant to be. I had felt cheated, so there was only one thing left to do.
That's right, we're gonna cheat.
PC Master Race is known to be one of the most unbalanced civs out there, due to the reduction of unhappiness by 75%, and the monument being replaced with the gaming shrine, which gives every tile in the city plus 10 food, production, plus 20 gold, and plus 50 science, faith, and culture a turn while being worked. This allows you to spiral very quickly, much faster, to the point that it doesn't even matter I was going to have my revenge here, and I didn't care how. I was going to do this. So just enjoy this compilation of me going up against 43 civs. Or is it 42? I think it's actually 42. My brain is broken. This is broken. You were broken before. Look, we can't have this at the end of the video. Look, I hope this video has been good background noise for you while you play Civ 7. And until next time, bye-bye. New claw camera? I think, oh, we're at war. Granted, he's on the other side of civilization, so, I think every time it lags, it's war. Yep, it's war. Let's go. And there goes France. Well, that gray background isn't that great, but yes. And there goes Polynesia. And with France along with them, that's the two people who declared war on me in the beginning gone. That's what you think. Let's go. Well, let's get rid of London. And that's the Celts. Gone. Oh. We at war with Khan. Let's find Khan and take him out. Hey, Carthage. Yeah, that's fine. And there went Genghis Khan. Oh, so he's voluntarily declared war. Alright, let's go, Rome. No. There goes Carthage. The fall of Rome. Oh. Germany's in the fray. And there goes the Maya. Down goes Sweden. I congratulate you on your victory. Thank you, sir. Fuck you, Germany. Oh. Indonesia enters the fight. America has entered the fight. The Ottomans have entered the fight. Will my happiness survive? There, England, finally. Down. Jeez. The Irish in me is happy. And Korea has fallen. They will go to me to guidance. I was able to make all this tanks and things, you know? Oh. And now China has decided to go to war. Same with, Ethiopia. Anybody else? I think so. Yep, Austria. and Songhai. There we go, wiped out the Confederacy. And there we go, Indonesia, gone. Ah, now it's your turn, Spain. So we blame the main on Spain. Ah, here goes Greece. And so goes the Ottomans. Fucking onion head. And we finally pissed off Montezuma. And so goes Japan. You are congratulated. To be congratulated. My brain literally skipping the center word there. Great. The Shone are gone. I only had to take one city because other people fucked them up for me. Find it so funny I took that city with only anti-air. And this is why we blame the main on Spain. The settler. Enemy spotted. That's just a family. Enemy spotted. Well. Now Syria's in the mix. You know what? Fine. I'll take it. Down goes Egypt. Not so much of a god are you now. That was terrible English. And there goes the Aztecs. There goes the Greeks. Ah, Poland, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it? Same with you, Darius. Somebody gonna make it a third? There goes Songhai. Other civilizations destroyed. Looks like you destroyed your own. I don't know the history of you, but... yeah. Well, I already had the capital, but that's another civ I don't have to worry about. Goodbye, Poland. I mean, you're not dead, you're just held in a prison. Let's go, Denmark. Ah, took you long enough. And down goes Attila. And down with Denmark. Yes, I betrayed my word. Have you seen how much of the world I've taken over? Ah, here we go. Fuck you, Zulu. And there goes Byzantium. And nuclear Gandhi is no more. And there's Moscow. And let's see if we can just... nope. Damn. Yeah, you through all this. Let's go. That easy. Ah, perfect. Still don't like this gray screen. And there goes Arabia. And goodbye, Morocco. Pokimane would be so sad. There goes Ethiopia. And down with Siam. And there goes the Iroquois. Yes, because you lose, Brazil. You have been sent to Brazil. Wait. Goodbye, Inca. Your own little corner. Yes. It's pretty obvious by what I've been doing that this day would come, yes. Though the walls of Babylon fall. Ah yes, it is time for war. Thank you for reminding me, Assyria. Goodbye, Assyria. One capital remaining. I'm waiting for a boat to get here. Oh. We crashed. Shit. I wanted to do a whole fucking thing with Venice. Well, I can still do this thing. Alright, Venice. I'm gonna give you one chance. And you didn't take it. You poor sod. This is for all the times I was forced to play you in multiplayer. 2 turns. Damn it. And there we are. We've beaten it by cheating. Oh well. But it is done.